Old MacDonald had a farm, and on that farm he had all kinds of animals. Well, sometimes those animals were given antibiotics in their feed in order to make them grow more quickly, or sometimes to keep them healthy. Well, that's a procedure that is being looked at with great skepticism these days. And in fact, putting antibiotics in their food just to make them grow faster, that is no longer done. There's a lot of concern in any case about antibiotics in animals. Why? Because of the possible growth of resistant bacteria. Let's take a look at what that means. I got some bacteria here. At least they will represent bacteria. And an antibiotic. Here's my antibiotic. What do antibiotics do? They destroy bacteria. However, like people, bacteria are individuals, and some are hardier than others. And there are some bacteria that will resist breakdown by the antibiotics. So if we have some of those bacteria and we apply an antibiotic, the antibiotic will get rid of most of the bacteria, but the resistant ones will then multiply. So what we have is a colony of bacteria that are resistant to antibiotics. And this can be an issue because those bacteria can then be transferred to humans. How? Farmers can get contaminated with animal feces, they can infect others, or fecal matter can end up in the slaughtered animal and eventually make it into meat, and if it's not cooked properly, make it into humans. And that, of course, is a huge issue because if we should get ill, then the antibiotics may not work because the bacteria are now resistant. So this is why one has to be very careful with the improper use of antibiotics, not only in animals, but in humans as well. We don't want to be pushing doctors to prescribe antibiotics when they are not necessary. This is a weapon that we cannot afford to lose. And if we use antibiotics in an injudicious fashion, then unfortunately they may not work when we really need them. The analogy here that I like to use is that when one employs antibiotics, when they are not properly indicated, it is like crying wolf. And then, if the real wolf man comes to the door, the antibiotics may not work.